Welcome everybody to God, Family, and Bikes. This is Rob Martin, and this is a continuation of our ride in Tahuya on March 8th. And I'm with my son-in-law, Papa Pinto, and we're riding Tahuya. He's on his brand new Beta 250, and I'm on my KTM 300. And we started this section of the ride off onto some single track here, and test the bikes out on some a little tighter technical trail than what we've been riding up to this point. So I wasn't supposed to be riding today, but Papa Pinto called me up and told me he had bought me a new bike. I thought, yeah, I better not let the guy ride alone. So it didn't take much for me to get out on my new KTM 300 either, so I was more than happy to join him. This is Tahuya National Forest. Like I said, it's a pretty good trip for me, about three hours from Vancouver where I live, but it's a pretty nice place, and I haven't been there too many times, so I'm still exploring all this new terrain and territory. And as you can see, the weather was really good for this March day, and as always, the scenery in the northwest is just beautiful. You can stay dry. It's always a joy to get out there and be in nature. We're winding down this single track. The stuff was pretty tight, which is grew in quite close to the trail in places, and some of it opened up a little bit where you're going a little bit, but we're just picking our way along here in first gear, going pretty slow. So far, nothing too exciting. Yeah, it looks like I lost trail a little bit there. You have to keep your wits about you, but still not too terribly hard of trails to ride. Like I said, I'm not a great rider. Still building my skill sets here. As you can see coming up here, as just kind of trying to find a line, stick with it, and give the throttle when I need it. Not too much to break my rear tire loose. Out here too, most of it's pretty flat, but yeah, here it is. Oop, yeah, I just jumped her up a little bit there, boosted her a bit, and stalled it out, but it was kind of fun. I'm back riding again through the bushes, picking my way along. Yeah, we have a pretty good map. I use the Avenza map tool on my iPhone. If you guys haven't seen that, it's a great way to map your way out here and find your way around. But at Tahuya, it just has the trails, the two-track trails, the quad trails mapped on it. These single-track trails don't show up there, but I always geo map my map as I go out there, so it keeps a track of where I ride, so I can pick up these single-track trails, and it records it on the app, so I can look it up and see it. I know I said a lot of times I'm still getting used to the bike, but I don't think I can use that excuse anymore. I think you're going to just come to find out that I'm not a great rider, but I'm getting better every day, but still make a lot of mistakes, dumb mistakes on trails, and trying to get my speed up too. Not the fastest rider, but here we got a pretty good flow going on this single track, picking our way through, and it was fun. It was fun. The terrain was challenging, but not overwhelming. I've been really having a real hard time lately with my goggles too. They fog up almost immediately when I ride. I bought a couple cheap pairs, so I'm looking for something that won't fog up when I'm out here riding. I tend to sweat quite a bit, so I think that causes them to fog on me. If anybody knows of a good goggle, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what I should buy, what works good. Like I said, I'm looking for better equipment all the time. I like to be able to wear the goggles. As you can see here, I keep getting whacked in the face with branches as I ride on this trail. My goggles are sitting on the back of my helmet right here, so not doing my eyes much good. So we started off on this single trail, and this trail was a pretty decent length. We rode this for quite some time before it finally popped out here on some more open 2-track, more fluid trails. I was kind of impressed to see how much of the single track that's out there that's unmapped. And then yeah, here we come to the end of it and pop out onto this 2-track stuff, a little bit more open, a little bit more flowy. So getting our speed up a little bit here. I usually like to ride with the other rider in front of me. You guys remember that Simon's usually out in front of me, but he didn't join us today. And I don't know why I got ahead of Papa Pinto. Usually I let him take the lead, or whoever's there. I don't think he wasn't real comfortable with knowing where we were going out here. Neither was I, but so that's probably why he was behind me on this section. So I think I mentioned it in my last video, but yeah, out here at Tahuya, when you're riding this 2-trail stuff, you got to really watch out and make sure you're riding within your ability, because when people come going the other way, sometimes they're riding a little bit faster than their ability, and you have to be ready to stop and get out of their way. And we met a couple riders and got by them without a wreck, so that's good. But yeah, you got to keep your wits about you and keep your speed under control until you're good enough that you can stop quick enough when somebody else is coming a little too fast at you. Doing a little heavy breathing here. Why it wasn't that much of a workout. Kind of a wet section of Tahuya here as we came down here, and then the trail branched in 4 directions, and we ended up taking the wrong direction here, but this turned out to be kind of a fun little trail. It just kind of dead-ended and had a bunch of whoops in it. You had to watch. Some of them drop down a foot or two, and then there was a few that dropped down 4 or 5 feet, so you had to kind of watch out for Papa Pinto to make sure he was keeping up with me. But fun little trail. We went out, came back the same little trail. Got a little speed up on this one. Of course, you could go faster than we were going, but we didn't do too bad for our first time on it. Yeah, so we got to the end of this little trail. It was a lot of fun. Here we turned around, headed back, and then towards the end of this trail, met up with a few more people and got back on the right track. You can see there's quite a few riders out of Tahuya. It is something you have to watch out when you ride there, is there's more people than I'm used to. Selkirk State Forest, I think, is a little bit more spread out and has a little more space between riders. But Tahuya has got a lot of people from Seattle ride out here, and again, I think it's one of the only riding places that's open all winter. So it gets a lot of traffic, and it's nice place to ride. So this was kind of a nice little single track trail we got off on. We were just cruising along and picking our way through the woods here, having some fun. Starting to get the hang of it, pick up our speed every once in a while, get a little speed under us. And I was just kind of enjoying myself on this trail, and all of a sudden I caught something here coming up the trail. Almost didn't know what it was, thought it was a wild animal, but you'll catch it here in just a moment. But I would have thought it was like a cougar or bear or something, except for it was wearing right there. It goes right there. Yeah, and I stopped because there's people waving, and then also I couldn't believe my eyes. There they were, the dirty mountain goats, in person, live. I knew these YouTubers existed, but never thought I'd meet them face to face, and I gotta say they're better looking in person than on their videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day for a ride, you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Good day for a hike too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I was kind of star-shocked by meeting those dirty mountain goats in person, and as I rode off, it kind of bugged me because I was just wondering who does those wonderful voiceovers for their videos. Is it the tan one or the black one? I guess I'll never know now. Just had to go on and enjoy the rest of my ride. I always wonder who does that voiceover.